8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just made many posts and I hope you will understand me this time and stop thinking as you do, because it's crazy the way you think. I'm really sleepy still. Let's see how this goes.
Wow, but at least...
So this...
Yeesh. I wonder what that was about.
So this is the third attempt to do this video. I began by pausing the recording and I said I will not play it again on camera, and then I said let's play it, and now I say again my kind of intro from the beginning. I will play it as I did yesterday. I won't change anything obviously because the game is the same thing, but like it doesn't have any particular choice you have to do. But I will play it again. Let's see it together, let's make a connection, like a recap. No problem. I changed my mind.
So this Gwen just got escorted out by security, while Dead World Gwen is having hushed phone calls about the police and trying to break into locked bookcases.
Yeah, her...
Time to snoop like I've never snooped before.
Okay, so her behavior is definitely bizarre. So what I have to see here...
I'm going to read this, I swear. If I ever have time for pleasure reading again.
Okay, camera. I think now it focuses better. So if the highway should take me as its wife is the title.
I had decided I would hitchhike across the country. If I still wanted to die when I got to the Pacific, then I could do it peacefully. Hell of an opening line, Gwen.
Yeah, she says that she feels upset, I suppose. She feels upset.
Damn, talk about a green thumb.
She's upset. Maybe she has faced discrimination, maybe. X.
You would never do... what, Gwen? What is this about?
Okay, so we read yesterday the email, the subject was what the fuck, it was in somebody named Ratih, and we learned about how she wants to water her plants, stuff like that.
Gwen canceled her weekly meetings with Safi? Why?
She also did that, and...
Almost a full cup of coffee. Gwen must have just sat down to drink it.
So yeah, it's like... we knew all this.
Whoa, Reggie got an A-?
Okay, we had...
Loretta doesn't seem like the type to be happy with a B.
Okay, so we had this and we had lowered the...
You reap what you sow, Loretta. Oh, you're other Loretta, aren't you? Oh well.
So we had done this and then we thought that we corrected the Loretta grade from the living world, so this is not the Loretta version that like messed with us, if that makes sense. So let's go play messages. So yeah, we did that, and she said other Loretta, and that gives me other Jesus vibes and other mother. Play first message. Let's hear them all again.
Gwen, if you're screening your calls, pick up. I just got an email from Boss Bitch, and the the hook. What the fuck is happening? Babe. Babe, pick up the phone. I'm sure it looks worse than it is. Just come home, okay? We'll figure this out.
That's really off the topic, but I don't like how they are pressuring this narrative of like a lesbian relationship even in the context of transgenders. And I'm not saying this to make a point, like pointless point. I mean it in the overall context. No issue, of course, with transgenders because obviously I am in the community, and obviously the comments that Rowling made, I have been publicly open about them. They don't represent me or my views. I think she was very damaging with what she said about the community, even if she has some like correct views in some stuff. I'm not saying she has, explaining, I'm trying to explain here. Even if she has it, that's not the correct way to pose it because she's damaging. She should have, if she had like issues like for example trans people have treated me badly, she could have framed it differently so that she could make a point, but she didn't really make a point. She just was damaging for the community. So here what I'm trying to say is, although I really sympathize with all that stuff, and you know, I just don't like how they made Gwen a transgender woman and still she's lesbian. Like it's a woman with woman, and I don't have any problem with that. I'm just stressing out as a person who has tampered with spirituality that I see very much, and many witches say the same, many pagans say the same with me, that there is like how can I say it, like a resurrection kind of the divine feminine idea, feminine idea, which is like, I guess it's pagan, but it's not really like today. People explore the idea of the divine feminine quite differently than what people did it in back in the days in the ancient times. For example, the divine feminine as found in Hera, the goddess of marriage in Greek paganism. Hera was not a deity of self promotion, identity, empowerment, or even confidence. She was the archetype of the submissive wife to her husband, to her kids, how she has to be silent and stay inside the house. But this was seen as divine feminine, and if Hera, the goddess, was like that, you were supposed to be like that. So this was the divine feminine in the ancient times, at least if you speak about my country, because I spoke about my country, but every other Mediterranean country was like that back then. But if you want to ask me about like Greece was like that definitely. So if you ask now about other countries, let's say Babylon, same things but different names. So it's not like Hera, it's Astarte, it's like Asera, I guess, I suppose Isis. If you go in Egypt, you can speak about all the different Egyptian deities. Of course, I don't know them. I'm not Egyptian, but I only know like Ra, Ptah. It's written Ptah. I know some guys gods from the Egyptian pantheon, but I don't know all of them or the women and stuff. So if we are speaking about divine feminine in the ancient times, that was the divine feminine. But if we speak about the divine feminine today, divine feminine today is all about female empowerment and like identity and confidence and stuff like that. And it's definitely quite different from what they were saying back in the days. And that means that it's not the correct pagan idea. Why does this matter? Because if you say Hera is the divine feminine in terms of she gives you self identity, suddenly my dad is the person who doesn't give you identity. And it's really crazy for me to explore a universe where Hera is the divine feminine in terms of giving you like self essence, self identity, self confidence, and not my dad. And my dad is labeled as a misogynist essentially, because this is how it works with such people. So that's what I'm trying to explain. So about what I was saying about the trans, I see a trans woman with a woman, another woman, don't know, cisgender or transgender. So it's like lesbian again, and again you had to be lesbian with Amanda, and you learned that Amanda wanted to pursue a relationship, and Safi was pressuring you for a relationship, and they are pressuring you to become a lesbian. And maybe this sounds crazy, but it's not crazy if you think about it. Like, they don't have equal terms about Vin. They show him as a potential love interest, but it falls better onto Amanda. She's better structured as a character, that's why. And as for uh, like Gwen, I'm not saying that she can't be a lesbian as a trans woman. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that if you have like a woman that was born a guy and she became a woman wanting to be in a relationship, you could as well have her being with a guy. So, like, straight trans woman, why should she be gay? That's trying to be diverse, and you are actually forcing me to accept lesbian ideas. I'm not saying I am against it. I'm not trying to explain my case in here. I'm just explaining that it's not on equal terms. They are forcing you an ideology. It's not about self-confidence. It's not about relationships anymore. It's not about who can love consensually who they want. It's more about ideas and ideologies, and it's not about true emotion. Because if we speak like that, if this wasn't the case, they would also promote like that the hetero relationships, because that's not bad either. It's about emotions, not an ideology, but they are forcing an ideology here, and I have to agree with persons in that, because real people don't work like that. I know people from the transgender community that love people from the different gender than the one that they did the surgery to become one. That makes sense. Like a woman that did the surgery and now she's a woman, she was a guy and she is in love with a guy. That's pretty much straight. But they don't wanna pursue that. They try to be pseudo inclusive. It's not inclusive. I'm sure if a trans person saw my video, they would understand what I'm talking about. It's more like being trendy. So I'm sure after 10 years they will not have this trend anymore, and trans people won't feel themselves anymore, and they will feel excluded once again because it's more of a trend. It's not genuine. That's what I'm trying to explain. So that's why I don't like with Gwen and Claudia. But yeah, let's continue. Let's play the next message. Play second message. Third. Okay, third.
Dr. Hunter, by now I'm sure you've checked your mailbox and the contents enclosed therein. Please understand, this is a courtesy from one working woman to another. I don't want to hear excuses or lies. I'll have to ask you to leave campus until we can get this whole thing sorted out. Good day.
Okay. And first.
Dr. Hunter, this is David from Intro to Nonfiction. I saw the notice in the lecture hall that your classes are going to be canceled for the rest of the semester, and I just wanted to check up and see if you're all right. I mean, I'm sure you're fine, but I don't know. We're all kind of worried. Okay, bye.
Okay. We read this, we saw this, let's exit. Still not sure what, okay. Still not sure what I have to do. Do I have to water the plants? Look.
Gwen's wife. Claudia, I think. I met her at a faculty event last month. Gwen fucking adores her. Damn, talk about a green thumb.
So yeah, this game I think has become more of speaking about what is trendy and less about what matters. relationships and people and emotions. That's what these games were about, and it's very saddening to see that they have really destroyed this.
Gwen seemed very...
Okay. That's the dead timeline.
This thing looks older than Caledon. If Sophie was an undergrad, this reading must have been at least, what, 4 years ago?
So yeah, that was like a leaflet. We had seen this yesterday. Let's water the plant. We had done this too.
Drink up, buddy. Busy woman.
Okay. Do we have messages here too? Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, play first message.
Dr. Hunter, I appreciate your condolences. You know it, but I'd prefer if you didn't contact me for a few days. There's a few
Why?
things I need to get in order.
Okay.
Whatever the case, I'll see you at the staff meeting. You should get the call from Vin later today.
Okay. Let's see the second.
Hey, babe. Just checking in on my favorite workaholic who won't take a single bereavement day. Love you. Take care of yourself, okay? I'll see you tonight.
Okay, so we have the same messages, so the next one will be from that professor, I suppose, that lecturer. Okay.
Hi, Professor Hunter. This is Vin Long from
So we see from Vin. Okay.
Dr. Fye's office. I'm just calling to confirm an all-hands staff meeting this afternoon in the second floor lounge in the administration building. Attendance is, unfortunately, mandatory. Gwen, I hope you didn't. I'm not sure if you should. I don't know. Just, I wouldn't blame yourself.
Very cryptic, I don't understand. So that's a book of essays.
This is the book I got for Gwen. Wait,
Okay. She said something, I didn't see it. There's a sticky note, she said. Okay, the card. Okay, read front of the card.
so Gwen is asking questions about Sophie's death.
Hey Ara, did you see Safi at your poetry group on Friday night or at all at the weekend? If so, did she seem off? Did she mention getting any news? Leave your answers in this book and return it to the library. I don't want everyone to know I'm asking questions. Thanks, I love you forever, DGH. Okay, so as we can see, Gwen was actually asking us the book because she wanted to forward the message in a cryptic manner so nobody would understand that. Okay, read back of the card. DGH saw Safi at poetry on Friday and for coffee on Sunday. She seemed fine, seemed happy, didn't mention any news, not that I heard of, at least. Is everything okay? This is all kinda freaking me out. RL 415. Okay.
Why would Sophie have started acting off on Friday? Something must have happened.
Okay, I think we saw everything in this. Didn't we see her laptop?
These emails are from way back. Like, before Sophie knew she wanted to be a poet.
Okay, we had seen this too. Right? Yeah, we had seen this.
I knew Gwen mentored Sophie, but I didn't realize she was... Why would Sophie have started acting off on Friday? Something must have happened.
Can I leave?
No, not yet. I doubt I'll ever get a chance to look around Gwen's office like this again.
Examine?
That must have been some call with Maria on Friday. Gwen even planned out a time to follow up.
Do not forget email Maria. So she was having to see in-laws, Candy's adaptation club, Dinner with Claudia, stupid motherfucking call with Maria 2P. Do not forget email Maria. Okay, she had to meet a Maria. Who is Maria?
Between Gwen and caked up Mothman, goated with the sauce. God, why didn't I trade travel stories with Gwen before all this? Live fast, eat ass. Wise words, whatever they mean. It's like a bumper sticker evolved into a bookend. Live fast, eat ass. Wise words, whatever they mean.
Eat ass is a euphemism. It's like, no euphemism, it's like, how's that thing called?
I can probably check Gwen's sent emails to see what she wrote to Maria.
It's like it's a way to say sexual act.
Fiction, non-fiction, poetry, plays, bunch of scenes. Is there anything Gwen doesn't read?
Let's search her computer again.
Alright, Hacker Max. Let's go. Search. Sent. To Maria. Enter. Wait. This is Safi's publisher. Gwen got Safi's book cancelled?
Okay. To Dr. Gwen Hunter, Maria Sandoval. Subject, our call on Friday. Okay, hello Gwen, thank you again for taking the time to talk with me last week. I have discussed the concerns you raised with my senior editor over the weekend and he agrees that are sufficient to merit action. We have begun the process of pulling Safia's project, all the daughters we don't talk about. I know this isn't the outcome many of us exactly wanted, but I really appreciate your insights on the matter. I hope to work with you again soon. Maria Sandoval, editor. Present Leaf Press to Maria Sandoval. Subject, our call on Friday. Hi Maria, I'm just reaching out to follow up on our conversation from Friday. I know I dropped a bit of a bomb on you, but have you had a chance to discuss my concerns with your senior? I appreciate any update you'd be able to provide. Thanks in turn, Dr. Gwen Hunter.
These emails are from way back. Like, before Safi knew she wanted to be a poet. I knew Gwen mentored. I thought Gwen helped Safi set this all up in the first place. Why would she? No, this all has to add up.
Okay.
Somehow.
Should we leave now? Go to the living timeline?
Lucas tends to work over by the cafe.
Alexa, you cool? You look a mess.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just waiting on Lucas Colmenero to grade my final.
Okay, but we turned them in literally yesterday. Your story was 40 pages.
Jeez, Lucas looks exhausted. Too bad. I've got questions.
Okay, speak. Let's see.
Max. Sorry. Busy. Need something?
Actually,
Catherine. I've been waiting for an hour. No, just put Robbie on. Oh, sure. I'm only the boy's father. Who fucking cares, right? How can you say...
Whoa. Adds a whole new meaning to nuclear family. If Lucas has it out for Safi, There might be something incriminating in that case.
I don't like what Max is doing in this game. She's like snooping
Is that an
around.
email? Dated December 5th. That's when Sophie's car was vandalized. I need to get in that briefcase.
She is like an older person and behaves like her teen self, and snooping around people's stuff is not nice.
Instant lock opening powers would be great. In the meantime, I have to find that key. His notes are great. No wonder his classes are always full.
Let's see. B+, excellent description that could be elevated with more active language. The Paradox of Great and Success in Our Mutual Friend by Alexa Wise. Simpler words are often more effective. Once again, too passive. Convince me with every tool available to you that your words are true. Okay. Is he anywhere that I can see him? Dead timeline, maybe.
Hey, Rocky. Done
Okay,
any more work
speak.
on that?
Robbie, I got a split. Uh-huh. I love you too, buddy.
Weird. This
Yeah.
Lucas seems to be
Bet.
on great terms with his family.
Hey. Bye.
Lucas.
Max. Can't imagine it would be much fun to assassinate my character without an audience.
I meant what I said. Maybe I did go too far. Did he feel bad about that? Maybe I did go too far. That wasn't nice.
Maybe I was a little rough earlier. With everything going on, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Grief is hard. The trick is not to let it change your character.
That's a lot of books.
A lot of my book. Signed copies for the Burlington Book Expo. They invited me to deliver the keynote this year. Have you seen the standee they put up of me?
Can't say I have.
Huh. I might have to reposition it then. The standards for the expo really declined over the years. We've had a lot of mediocre
Yikes.
visitors.
This dude can
It's a
talk.
shame.
How am I
But
gonna
even
get that
after
key?
years and years and years, people still love the characters.
Oh, crap. I forgot. What time is it? I have to go give something to Moses, before his class. Good luck with the book expo.
Find a way to distract Luca. I don't like how Max is. She's not being very nice. She's not being very nice.
Huh. I bet Lucas would really hate if something happened to this. Now, what can I use to do some permanent damage?
I wouldn't wanna do that. Can I avoid it?
It's an excellent cover, isn't it?
Guess that explains why his signature was on the thing.
What's up in the skull? It's memorable. What's up with the skull?
What's the deal with the skull?
Ah, you haven't read it, I see. The symbolism is clever, but not lofty.
Right.
They've got the original skull up in the Snapping Turtle, you know. Had my book launch party there.
Oh, yeah?
You can have that copy if you want. It's already signed.
He's a very kind guy. Take. He's kind. He doesn't do anything bad.
If Lucas really is somehow involved, this might come in handy.
He's not involved. What the fuck? Like they invest you so much with Safi instead of like letting you build a good like a character.
Instant lock opening powers would be great. In the meantime, I have to find that key. His notes are great. Instant lock opening powers would be great. In the meantime, I have to find that key.
Is that Lucas?
Yes, I was a shitty father in the past, but I've never intentionally hurt our son. I would never.
He's not gonna be off the phone anytime soon, is he?
What's this?
I understand this crime involved a biohazard?
One night, as I was closing the turtle, I went to restock the bathroom and I saw that someone had taken a dookie in the sink. And they left some dookie-smeared toilet paper on the ground. But whose dookie? And who would go over to the toilet, get toilet paper, and then go shit in the sink? This was premeditated. It lit a fire in my passion for justice, and I became dead set on finding the perpetrator.
Why did I listen to this discussion for exactly? Do I have to switch here?
The cow skull had Lucas's name on it. He might know something. If I were Lucas, what would grab my attention? Patience, Cardboard Lucas. I just need something to write with.
I don't understand what I have to do again.
Lucas is usually in the cafe at this time.
I don't hear anything. Let's change again.
Damn. I didn't know a phone booth could feel like a personal attack.
Okay. You can see this. So we don't lose time. Can pause. Okay. look.
This looks like one hell of an art final. I should check it out.
Snapshot.
Pretty sure you need a time machine to even find a phone booth now.
The fact that Chloe, anyone who calls New Orleans the Big Easy has never tried to do sound tech for a DIY show with no AC. It's hot as hell here. Echo, Chloe, lucky for your gossip about the other sick beads. Not my casual scene, but maybe you can bring me the next one. No, I can, but can you handle it? Says yes. Okay, so why is even Victoria in our post? Okay, so we have Victoria here. Why should Max and Victoria be friends? They weren't friends in the other game. Crown Isle is inhabited Barrier Island in Louisiana. Its shoreline is eroded by rising waters. Are you still in Louisiana? Yes. I'm on assignment for the rest of the month. Then it's back in the gallery in Seattle. The fact that Chloe and Victoria talk to each other, it's crazy. Sick, I'm flying to New Orleans next week. Stop by and I'll buy you a beer. Deal, where are you going there? Tell you about it when I see ya. They definitely didn't respect us with these timelines. Definitely. The fact that like they made Chloe be friends with Victoria. Sorry about that. If I remember correctly, before the storm that we will play one day, Victoria and Chloe were not in good terms, and that's crazy. Okay, talk to the future.
Okay, what do I want to say to the future?
Let the past go. You can't control everything. You can't control everything.
Some things are going to be out of your control, and that's okay. That's life. Let it surprise you.
Okay. Look.
Do I have a message from the past?
Hear from the past. Okay.
What he's doing is wrong. It always felt like it was, but now I know it's true. I was starting to think my writing just wasn't good enough. How fucked is that? But she stood up for me. Nobody else has ever done that. Ever. So you know what? Fuck that guy. I won't stop writing because he's uncomfortable. That's my message to the future.
Wow. Whatever he was talking about, I hope it worked out.
This is how my teachers were at the uni with me and my writing.
I love this. It's like a confessional without all the obligations.
Do I have anything to interact? No. Can I interact? No. No.
I should talk to Lucas about the other night.
No, I shouldn't go here. I don't still have the option to talk to him. Maybe it changed. Do I have any other option here in his things? No. Maybe it changed timeline. Can I talk to him? No. Do I have the booth here? No.
If I were Lucas, what would grab my attention?
Maybe here. No.
By the way, did you get your ticket to the Burlington Book Expo yet?
No. When is it again?
Shiloh, it's soon. Shit, it's probably too late since Lucas Colmenaro's giving a talk.
I'll live, Alexa, I promise. I can always go next time.
Lucas won't be there next time, and you'll probably be knee-deep in law school thoughts.
Probably. But picture this. What if Alexa Weiss gave a talk?
It's the Book Expo. You have to have a book to, you know, expo.
And you will. I know you have a book in you.
Okay, why did I listen to this for? What is my vandalize Lucas standing? I don't wanna vandalize. What the fuck?
Mausoleum fire deserves...
Max Scofield, oh that's ours. Working with ghosts. After receiving her first camera at the age of 6, a Contax T2, Maxine Caulfield has sought to capture the life that invades explanation, from the recent green hell on the Recession-era Pacific Northwest to the ancient industrial wastelands of the Rust Belt. She has restored meaning to empty places, illuminating the plights of everyday people living on the brink of change. A winner of the IPA Award and a National Geographic Fellowship, she is currently Caledon University's Hannah Hellerton Artist in Residence. Okay.
If I were Lucas, what would grab my attention? Patience, Cardboard Lucas. I just need something to write with.
Marker.
Dare I channel my inner Chloe?
This is childish behavior.
Now, how exactly do I want to get under Lucas's skin?
Devil, black eye. I don't like any of this. Fuck my life. Black eye. I don't know.
K.O. Your winner and still heavyweight champion of the world, Max Caulfield. Oh my goodness. Who would do a thing like this? Someone should tell Lucas right away.
That's so childish. Childish behavior. I would never do that to anybody.
She returns. I take it you've delivered your something to Moses?
My something?
She is lying, and that's crazy, and he hasn't done anything to her personally. She is just making assumptions in her head. That's divination, that he's involved somewhere or not, and without solid proof she's actually accusing this person, and she vandalized something that has to do with him, and that's not good thing. That's immature and very, very rude and disgusting behavior. I don't agree with this at all, and I didn't have a choice to avoid it.
Right, my something. Yep, something delivered. So, not to be the bearer of bad news, but somebody really busted up your face on the Book Expo standee.
Are you serious? I just put that... Come on!
Some people just have no respect for other people's property.
Can you see that's not a good thing? Not a good thing. No. That's not nice.
Stupid marker.
Yeah, he can't be. No, I'm not taking a snapshot of this. Maybe he is a little bit conceited, but that doesn't mean that we have to.
Absolutely disrespectful.
he's right. It's absolutely disrespectful. You shouldn't have the right to do that. That shows jealousy and immature behavior. That's not how adults behave. Definitely.
Alright, Lucas. Let's see if you're the one who smashed Sophie's windshield. Yeah, not you, Lucas. Seriously.
Okay, typeface Simon Lowell, author of the year. Seriously, this guy. He's permitted to have his opinion. I don't understand why this is a problem.
Guess this Lucas didn't get a chance to put this up yet. So this is how the literati spend their free time.
Glitterati, bombshell revealed. Is Jessica having her ex-best friend's Francis baby? Okay. AA bronze chip, look.
Lucas was in AA? Good for him.
There, can you see the drawing? So it's triangle. Maybe take a screenshot. No, not video. Okay. Maybe if I have to go back. So it's triangle. Inside it has a circle and 2. That's the binary. That's yin yang. Okay, it's like action versus reaction. It's like 1 minus 1. Like, let's imagine that this has plus 1 minus 1. So both cancel each other and they give you the singularity. Okay, so that's a triangle, which is encapsulating a circle. And outside of the triangle, so you have a circle and a triangle, you have the box. Okay, so that's a Pythagorean theorem. It's for every triangle that's right angled, the squares of each squares of each side, so a2 plus b2, I wrote it in Greek, equals the biggest side, so that side. So it's a in the power of 2 plus b in the power of 2 equals c in the power of 2. Okay, and it says it has a circle outside, so that's circle within a triangle within a square within a circle. Okay, and if you can see, it creates a small triangle. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, let's count again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. The 12 is a number that can be divided perfectly by 3, gives you 4. So you have the triangle versus the square, but it also can be divided by 12, by 6. This gives you 2. It gives you the binary. Okay, so apart from that, it says 1 day at a time. So it speaks about the spiral, which is in the yin yang. So one day comes after the other, youth comes after death, resurrection comes after, from death comes after rebirth, rebirth is followed by death, and so on. It goes forever. It's the spiral. It's like the solar system's velocity and circulation around the sun forever and ever and ever in the universe. So you are circling the galaxy Milky Way, and Milky Way moves like that in the space-time. Okay, so that's the message from this. It's like mystical. I guess that's why the game is not very good.
That damn cow skull again. Who threw this fucking thing? Did Lucas go to a gun range? Does Lucas have a gun?
Okay. Little Joe's gun range, single shooter, $15, ammo, $12, thank you. Okay.
$67? Ouch.
I don't know what it is for, however, it doesn't show. Okay. Can I leave?
Yeah, not you, Lucas. Seriously.
I don't understand.
$67? Ouch.
Let's see them again. I don't know why I can't leave.
That damn cow skull again. Who threw this fucking thing?
Wider beasts than these, Lucas Colmenero. A starting present novel, Lucas Colmenero is one of our generation's most exciting new voices. John Alastair Penhurst.
Did Lucas go to a gun range? Does Lucas was with his agent last night, not the snapping turtle.
Okay.
He couldn't have vandalized Sophie's car.
Of course not.
So, who did?
Samuel to Lucas, 12:5. Lucas, whether the Burlington Book Expo is more potatoes or not, you're a dinosaur. It's been ages since your first book. You need as much publicity as you can get. Let's meet up tonight to talk strategy. Hall of Fame Tavern at 8 p.m. I've circled where you can park so you don't get a ticket again. Underpaid author or wrangle somewhere. Park here. Okay.
No point in looking through Lucas's stuff now. Satisfying though it is.
It's not very nice. Not nice.
Sophie?
Okay. Application for temporary restraining order. Protected person Lucas Colmenero. Protected persons minor children Roberto Colmenero Jr. Restrained person Safia Llewellyn Fayad. Relationship of the parties colleagues. Okay. Protected person is Lucas. Protected persons minor. Okay. So Lucas is protected because of Safia. On more than one occasion, the restrained person purposefully did one or more of the following to the protected person and or the protected person minor children: followed, monitored or surveilled, threatened or made threats, interfered with property. I, the protected person, certified that these statements are true. Lucas Colmenero. Okay, that makes sense, because I told you that Lucas seems okay person. Safia seems like a very bad person.
Is Lucas really trying to file a restraining order against Sophie? Does she know about this? I'd better show her.
Max? What are you...
That's very bad. That's very bad.
Lucas, this isn't...
You can't tell her.
What?
You can't send Sophie that photo. Let me explain. Please. Catherine, my ex-wife, she called last night, mad as hell, because Robbie, our son, was repeating back to her things I supposedly told him.
Okay.
But I never. I mean, I could never... The shit Robbie says I told him, it makes me sick to think about.
Was Robbie lying? Was Catherine lying? Let's ask about the kid. Was Robbie lying?
Maybe he was making it up? Acting out for attention?
No. No. Even if Robbie was the type, this shit, I mean, where would a kid even get ideas like that?
Okay. What type?
He told her I said he was the reason for the divorce. And somehow that was the least fucked up thing I'm purported to have said.
This still doesn't explain the restraining order.
I wasn't even there that night, Max. But someone said those things to my son.
And you think it was Safi?
Listen, Safi once threatened to turn Robbie against me. I know she's capable of it.
I believe him. But Robbie said it was you. Why would Robbie listen to her? Why would Robbie listen to her? That's what I would ask.
Wait. Why would Robbie trust Safi? Does he even know her?
She used to babysit for us, believe it or not. Robbie adored her.
And none of this has anything to do with what happened to Safi's car?
Something happened to her car?
Never mind. Forget it.
Look, I know she's your friend.
No, I believe him.
I know you have no reason to believe me over her, but just give me a chance to get this shit in order first, without her interfering. I just want to make sure my boy never has to hear anything like that again.
This could all be a lie. One big smear campaign against Safi. But, oh, what if it's not?
Okay, I believe him because Gwen is framed in the dead timeline for something she said she didn't do, and she cancelled Safi. Lucas has a problem with Safi again, and he says Safi said things about him that don't exist. So maybe Safi is like a false prophet archetype. Maybe I'm wrong, but if you ask me at this stage what I think, I have seen she has some very bad signs as a person. She seems like a very bad person. She is pushing her narrative. She's very manipulative. She is very much controlling. She lacks empathy. If you talk to me about her, I would tell you that she is very much a bad person. I would tell you to stay away from her. Now, I don't know what happens in the game because I haven't played it, and I have read some spoilers which don't make sense to me at this point. They don't. But if I dissect from what I know already, someone broke her car. Okay. Gwen said that she's framed about something and she's not, and Lucas says somebody said his kid said that he said something but he didn't say it. That gives me Zeus vibes, that gives me mystical vibes, that gives me pagan pseudo-Christian vibes, and I believe we have to deal with a false prophet inside the game, somebody who is distorting the truth to their narrative. So do I believe Lucas is not a friend with Gwen, and they couldn't really be friends with Gwen. They don't really. Gwen is a transgender woman. He is a guy, Mexican descent, I suppose. I think his name is very much Hispanic. They don't seem to be friends in the game. So why should Gwen say I didn't do that, and so does Lucas? Both agree, and both. Can you see the connection that I see? As I said, what I see at the moment, I see that they are both connected with Safi. Safi in the middle ground, she's connected with them. Gwen cancelled her book, and Lucas says she was his babysitter and they didn't get along very well. She didn't like his books, so the common ground is the books, and both Gwen and Lucas had problems with Safi with her books. Maybe she was trying to step upon other people to become famous, and they saw that and they wanted to stop her. Maybe I'm not quite sure. I can't see everything without having evidence with that. Okay. So what else? She seems very manipulative to me. Like if you ask me, even if this is correct, could somebody frame her? I don't think so, because she shows many traces of a bad person. She seems manipulative, controlling. She lacks empathy. She is very self-absorbed. She has all the traces to confirm that the guy that is distorting Lucas And Gwen is the same person that Max has a friend, so that's Safi. So that's why I say delete it, not send photo to Safi. No, delete it. I support him.
Okay, I deleted it. This is between you and her. None of my beeswax.
Thank
Okay.
you. If I can't find any evidence to back this up, I don't even know. At least I have time to look.
I think I've wrung all I can out of Lucas today.
Exactly.
Hope Finn's back at his desk now. I still have questions for that guy.
Okay, let's ask Ving too about this incident, and I will stop recording because I'm really sleepy as well. But hope you can see how my brain works at this point. I don't know if I made correct choices in terms of how the story will unfold, because the story is really crazy. But if you ask me logically, not here that administrative, if you ask me about how I see it, I think I made the correct choices, because that's how it makes sense to me. As a professional ex-mystic, this is how it makes sense to me.
Time to follow up with Finn about that windshield slip. Let's see if I can't make this canary sing.
Okay. So this is where we met Gwen. What's this?
This must belong to someone flashy. And forgetful.
Okay, let's go.
And cold. Finn's probably back at his desk right now.
Yep, okay.
Guess Finn found his phone.
Okay, he found his phone. Okay, let's speak to him.
Hey, you found it! Kudos.
Max,
Sorry to startle, just that was good luck, finding it so fast.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I just left it on my desk.
It's been that kind of day.
Yeah.
Okay. About that drink, about the cow skull, something wrong with your phone. I would try to date you still. About the drink.
You still want to get that drink?
Come again?
You told me your favorite liquor earlier. I assumed that was a not-so-subtle hint.
Oh, right. Bougie Japanese brandy or whatever.
Didn't you say whiskey?
So you were paying attention. Well done, Caulfield. You passed my test.
Okay, something wrong with your phone?
Did something happen to your phone while it was lost?
Huh? Oh, no, it's fine. I just can't get it unlocked.
Okay.
Fuck. It's gonna lock if I get it wrong again.
This smells like bullshit. You don't remember your code. You don't remember your code.
Wait. You can't remember your own code?
I am, extremely hungover. You're lucky I can remember who you are.
You
Okay.
seem fine out on the quad.
He says he is drunk. Okay.
I set the code to the year some old fucking magician scientist died. Slipped my mind.
Magician scientist?
Abraxas shit. I must have thought it was cool at the time. Can you just... I don't know. I'm not at my best right now.
Sure.
Vin is definitely hiding something. Getting into that cell phone is my best shot at finding out what.
Okay.
Too hungover to remember a passcode? Jeez. Good thing I know another Vin.
Okay. Is he here?
Of course, I know what they're doing. My grief isn't affecting my...
I think we all feel a bit busted sometimes. Those look like they should be in a file folder somewhere. I think we all feel a bit busted sometimes. Jeez, somebody robbed an airport lounge. This is nice and all, but there's an actual barista just next door.
Oh, there he is. I didn't see him.
Looks like this Vin is taking a break.
Let's take a snapshot.
Pick a card, any card. Or whatever.
Post. Speak.
Fucking shit. Oh. Oh. Max. It's just you. Huh? What can I do you for?
Are you drunk? Oh, Max, it's just you. I would tease you.
What do you mean, it's just me?
Well, there are a few people, for instance, who I might hesitate getting workday slosh in front of. You, Miss Caulfield, are not one of them.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. I'm flattered.
Join me?
How many of those do you have?
What is this?
Ooh, just don't check the recycling.
Is this about Safi?
Safi. Everything is about Safi nowadays. This isn't about Safi, Max. This is about you and me.
Right.
Come on. Illicit day drinking with your coworkers is sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Be sexy, Max.
Okay. Okay, I don't like drinking. I don't even like the smell of alcohol. It's not something to do with my dad. Don't say it that way. My dad is okay with drinking and stuff. You know that, and the cigarettes and stuff. My issue is I don't like alcohol. I hate the smell. I hate the taste. It's something to do with like how my personal preferences. So I wouldn't wanna drink with you in that sense, but I know you enjoy drinking, so I would try to be good company. So if I had to use to choose, don't be sexy, be sexy. I would choose be sexy and drink because I wouldn't want you to feel that I don't participate into something you like. Okay?
Far be it for me to pass up an opportunity to accrue more sexy points.
Okay.
Measuring sexiness with imaginary points. Not sexy.
-5 sexy points to me then.
Shouldn't we be hanging out on the train tracks? That's where all the kids drank in high school.
You're from the Pacific Northwest, aren't you? What's that like?
Damn, let's talk about you instead. Oh, I wouldn't wanna talk about my background, not because I don't like you, it's because I have traumas. So, yeah, let's talk about you instead. Yeah.
Not worth talking about.
What about you? Where did you drink?
At the risk of ruining my rakish reputation, gotta admit, wasn't much of a drinker till I landed here.
Okay.
You came to Caledon for theater, right?
Got it in one. You know your Vin lore. I'm impressed. I like you, Max Caulfield. You feel haunted.
What?
Don't worry, it's good. Haunted people are interesting.
Do you see me
Maybe on
as haunted?
TV. In real life, haunted people have to live inside their haunted brains.
Do you see me like
Yeah.
that, Ben?
They do.
I actually really needed that. Thanks.
Sharing is caring.
Hey, Ben? Can I ask for something kind of weird?
I know your passport.
I don't do foot stuff.
Damn. Well, there goes my Friday night.
Food stuff, fuck.
Vin does owe me a favor.
Call it in, save it for later. No, I wouldn't. I would save it for later because I would wanna have more favors with you.
I have a question. Do you know anything about a dead magician scientist?
Jack Parsons, occultist rocket scientist.
Oh, maybe.
What about him?
Nothing, really. I just...
They killed him, you know. Just like JFK.
Oh. What, year did that happen?
Hey. Any more questions and I'll have to charge you.
Right. Of course.
Okay.
Jack Parsons. Surely this place has a book on him somewhere. Looks like this Vin is taking a break. What do they mean?
It's called a 3-card pull.
Yeah, it's
This one represents my past.
okay. Yeah.
Magician. It means I'm exceptionally talented, though you already knew that about me.
It's pick a card. You pick three based on your instincts, and your energy flows in the card deck, and you pull one, and it seems something about your future. Zed, this is all demonic. It doesn't mean anything. People have to avoid this, and the symbolism is very much wrong. These meanings, like, yeah, what I say is, when I say don't believe it, I mean don't practice it. It doesn't bring you anything. When you draw cards in random, it's random. It means that your future is random, and depending on how the cards land, your future will land. You are not a mistake. You are not random. God built you with a purpose on this planet. He had a purpose for you from the beginning you were born. So even before you were born, He chose you from whole creation. So that's why cards are wrong.
My present, the 9 of Wands. Upside down like that, it means I'm exhausted, feeling vulnerable, and, well, guilty as charged. And my future, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, aka the fuck around and find out card. I think I'm about to find out.
Okay.
Foreboding.
Fear of the future. It's the spice of life, Max.
As you can see, the devil is also showing you present, past, future, like my dad does, because he's mimicking him. But his way of telling you the future is not telling the future. It's throwing random words and random ideas, a symbol, maybe a letter, maybe a number. You know, the first one had the infinity, the second one had 9 pillars, the third one had, what did it have? Like, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's symbols and numbers and letters. You have to decide for yourself what they mean. That's why it's not prophecy. It's random stuff. It's divination, mandia, guessing. Okay.
In my experience, we tend to cause the exact thing we're trying to avoid.
Where were you last week?
Okay.
That's the fourth bottle I've seen our fearless leader open this afternoon.
I'm going to call you Pauline. Have you been watered recently, Pauline? Pretty sure Myvin said Jack Parsons was an occultist. So, history of the occult seems like a pretty safe bet.
Okay.
Here we go. Jack Parsons was found dead in the destroyed remains of his personal laboratory in 1952.
The moon, the stars, the occult.
Thanks, Mr. Parsons. Sorry about you getting blown up and all.
Jack Parsons died June 17th, 1952. Okay. Okay, tarot cards.
I guess other Vin was looking for answers too. Huh. The cards are different here.
Queen of Swords, a card representing a fierce woman, a quick wit, and incoming judgment. A card of shocking change, chaos, and upheaval. The Tower. And the card of resourcefulness, creativity, and power, the manifestation of dreams. As you can see, they're not connected with any way. It's random. It's very random. But if you ask an occultist, somebody like me, what they mean, we can say, like, this means follow your dreams. This means maybe if you follow your dreams, you can face judgment, but don't worry because you will have change in your life in the future if you follow your dreams now and you see like problems in the society. Like, this is a valid interpretation that I'm doing. It's like something that a mystic can fluently do, but the point is that this comes from my heart. That's not a revelation from God. God's revelations come directly, they are unchangeable, and you are not interfering with them. Here is my mind working in this, and I am playing God. That's why it doesn't work. Okay.
Damn. Guess Ven's not here.
Okay. Look.
Wow. Yasmin wiped out her whole schedule for this disciplinary hearing of Gwen's. Yikes.
Okay, lunch meeting with union, Zoom with board, lunch with Safi, meeting with board, financial, disciplinary hearing, no dentist hearing, exam start, no. Lunch meeting with professors, no more exams, disciplinary hearing, exams, meeting with snapping turtle, no. Disciplinary hearing, last day of term, disciplinary hearing, okay. Examine.
Sweet. Now he can unlock his phone.
That's not good.
I hope this is the right code. Success. I'm sorry, Vin. I know this is a brutal misuse of powers, but I need to know if you had anything to do with this.
That's not good.
Food pics. Food pics. Mirror selfie. Mirror selfie. Shirtless mirror selfie.
Might have done that if you had a shirtless mirror selfie.
Sophie. Sophie. There's a lot of Sophie in here. I didn't get the impression they were close.
That's not good that she's doing.
Oh my god.
That's not good. Ah, they had...
Wow, that is really close.
Okay, they had sex. Zay, if you did that, I would kill you.
Who even were you, Sophie?
Okay, I will leave the game here because I'm really tired. I really need to go to bed again, I think. So, hope you enjoyed the video. We will see tomorrow why you are banging a Safi behind my back. Yeah, just teasing you. I know you haven't done such things. I know, don't worry about that. But you shouldn't be like that with me either, because when I'm saying something, I'm not lying, I'm saying the truth, and when I'm telling you being infatuated with my dad is not the same with being infatuated with you. It's something valid. It was an infatuation. It's something spiritual. It doesn't have to do with you. But um, when I'm speaking about you, I'm not saying I was infatuated with you. That's not the same. I love you, and that's not falling in love. That's loving a person, okay, for who they are, whatever they are. And yes, you have seen that I have some problems with you, some problems with how you think, how you react to your job, how you have talked to me, how you have reacted to me. Yes, but that doesn't change the fact that I love you, okay? And you have to accept that, and you have to take a responsibility, because I know you are watching me. So take a responsibility and come and build a family with me and change your life, because your life is not okay. Okay, okay, I'm not gonna stress you out about this, but okay, love you very much. Hope you think about all this and contact me, and I will see you tomorrow in the next gameplay. Okay, bye.